Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where you'll notice that we're a little further in the timeline than we were previously. That is, of course, because I have previously attempted this episode. So, yeah, there's a new patch, 1.2.0, and things are definitely different. There's no doubt about that. And we are experiencing some potential technical issues. Hopefully they're resolved. I've made a few changes in options and things like that. We've reduced fog levels, which is always nice. And at this point, this is just the most recent save, and we're pretty much ready to deploy. I already chose to deploy on this target acquisition mission, which we're pretty slow for, to be clear. But we'll go ahead and negotiate this. We'll run it straight down the middle like I did previously. And I did set up some changes in our mech warriors. Now, some of these mech warriors are quite a bit worse, and they don't necessarily have affinities for these mechs. But they do need XP, and we've gotten our maxed mech warriors out of the cockpit for right now, just until we don't have any unmaxed mech warriors anymore. So that'll be fine for now. Let's go ahead and deploy this. Last time we did this, we attempted to load it up, and it kind of didn't. So hopefully that won't happen this time. That would be for the best. There's also been this change up here, where we can see these batches pending, processing completed. I read the patch notes. I'm not entirely sure how to read these numbers, but I guess we can now tell that it hasn't frozen. So that's good. We can also tell that it has frozen. So that's also good. I mean, to some degree, that already happened with the spinny dial up here. But as the loading screen says, if the spinny dial is still spinning, it probably hasn't frozen. It doesn't mean it hasn't. But with these numbers, we can, I guess, see for sure if it has. And that is how I made the decision last time. So that is fantastic. So, I mean, this target acquisition mission, we're going to be running pretty slow. And there's going to be a lot of enemies. This is a 7 skull mission, and the briefing does indicate that there's going to be a lot. So we're probably not going to make it through before the timer is up. So this could be interesting. We're going to want to deal with these enemies as quickly as possible, of course. But we'll see how well that goes. Okay, loading screen, let's do this. We need to set targeting beacons for data transfer. We have an operative in place in a covert Lyran research facility, and for the past year, they've been gathering sensitive research data for us. They've notified us that they're ready for us to extract the data, and we need a deniable force to arrange that extraction. The research facility is not connected to any data networks, and all the secure laboratories are far enough underground that wireless data signals are blocked. To get the information out, we're going to need to position a satellite receiver directly above the site. Your task will be to place positioning beacons to allow the...
Sensors
we can't
online.
scroll yet.
Weapons
it's currently
online.
frozen.
All systems nominal.
Okay. To allow the satellite to lock onto the research data signal and download it. This sounds like a messy scenario, Commander. That satellite is only going to be overhead for a short time, and this place is going to be very heavily guarded. Indeed. So let's see what we've got for positioning here.
Interface initiated.
Okay. This is a really awkward drop point. Like, if we were to drop here, I'm not even sure that we make it to this point in 7 rounds. We can drop a little closer, but not much. Oh, wow. Or I guess 8 rounds. But round 1, if we drop into combat, will be immediately gone. So I think we drop here, engage this force, and we just move in and slowly juggernaut-y grind our way through. There is a turret generator here, and I'm guessing that these turrets will be active, but we're not really going to have much LOS over this way, and we're also going to have a lot of range to our advantage. So we're going to deploy over here. Did we have allies? I didn't even notice. Yeah, a couple vehicles. Sure. So we see an Awesome, a Jaguar, a Zeus, and a Hunchback over here. Okay. We also see a Shadowhawk 2C5 over here. Rear attack, huh? I mean, we're just kind of facing a random direction when we spawn in. It's unfortunate that we can't control our spawn direction. Because in theory, these guys actually move all before us, don't they? Yes, they do. In theory, they could easily take out quite a lot of our mechs. Oh yeah, there's some new sounds as well. So that's the thing.
They're shooting at me.
Okay. I mean, shoot at that Atlas. I'm completely content with that. Yes, please. Please continue. But with this going to be taking... Oh, this is even better for us. With us going to be taking this long to get to the target locations, this does mean... Because we landed so far away. This does mean there's no way we're going to get these beacons. We're definitely going to get the kill squad fairly early on in this. And this might even be a 2-episode mission. We'll see how quickly we manage to make our way through, but there's a lot of enemies that we see. We see at least 2 lances over here, although we can see that they have a support lance. We can see that they have 2 additional lances, a garrison lance, and their turrets. So this is 5 enemy lances, plus the kill squad. Plus, I think there is continual spawns in this type of mission if you don't get there in time. Oof. They're going right for the rear arc of that salamander. We can't turn around yet. So this is exciting. Phase 18, our allied plainsman moves up, but a plainsman isn't going to do much. Phase 18, they have 2 movers, including this Zeus. Okay. And the Shadowhawk. So yeah, we know that they have essentially 5 Lance equivalent, and we're so far away from the beacons. There's no way we get there in time to place the beacons quickly. We knew that that was a risk, but that is for sure something that's going to happen. Okay, so they went for the Bull Shark here. We're okay with that. They didn't go for a rear arc like they could have.
Barely hit, Commander.
So that's great. Allied plainsman moves up, doesn't do anything of note. We expect very little from our allies over there, to be sure. Are there 2 mechs standing in that same location there? No, I don't think so. I think it's just that awesome. Maybe. No, there are 2. There's something else here, not just the awesome. We haven't gotten a chance to move yet, for the record. Pegasus moves up, fires on the Zeus, misses. Although it does manage to tag the Hunchback over here. That's cool. Okay, they're shooting at the plainsman. We love this. This is ideal. Now we have a chance to move. So this is going to be our Orion. The Orion turns around here.
Heading out.
Now, I would love to shoot at that anti-aircraft generator. We're too far away. So instead, we could fire at the Awesome, at the Zeus side arc, at the Jaguar, or at the front arc of the Hunchback. Given the fact that the Hunchy is a kind of less threatening variant, and I think that's actually just a location point. I don't think there's actually a unit there. Judging by the fact that the Hunchy is a less threatening variant, I think we want to eliminate the LBX heavy PPC combo as quickly as possible. I'm going to Warlord to boost our clustering rolls here. We got a structure exposure on the Zeus there.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Okay, so what do they get to move next? That is going to be the Awesome. The Awesome moves up. Shoots at the Orion. Okay. Does a little damage there, but not too bad.
Losing armor.
Yes, indeed you are.
What are your orders?
The Salamander is going to turn around and close in over this way. I want to position it like
Roger
here.
that, Commander.
We do see that Shadowhawk 2C over there, but that's fine. We could go for the side arc on the Jaguar, or we could have the front arc on the Zeus. But what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to Warlord this. Our hit odds aren't amazing on the Awesome. What would they be like with AX ammo? 56. I think we're going to run improved ammo going for the kill on the Zeus. That said, this is only in the arm. I was hoping that it was torso, but it is not.
I'm on him.
That's a huge amount of damage to that Zeus. It's a knockdown.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Actually, it's not a knockdown. Of course it isn't. Yeah, that definitely wouldn't be a knockdown. So we're going to move forward with the Atlas over here. Let's see what they've got. Just an LRM-20 on that. Okay, not too bad. So far, this is looking doable. We're going to step forward with the Bull Shark. The Bull Shark is likely not going to focus on this lance here. We see a little bit of clustering out over this way. We could fire on the anti-aircraft generator. I don't think that's a hugely efficient target right now. Instead, I'm going to shoot at this Atlas.
Acknowledge.
Got a little splash damage in there. Excellent.
Ready for orders.
The Madcat Mark II is going to move forward. There is no way that the Madcat Mark II is going to be utilized right now to go for the Zeus. Instead, we're absolutely going to go for the Awesome. We're a little far away for our liking, but we'll do an armor shred on it. Oh, he's got battle armor attached to him. So that is a feature of the new patch. That explains what's going on here. So that indicates that there's battle armor attached. Got it.
They will be done.
So the Mauler is going to move up.
On my way.
And the Mauler is going to look for the kill on the Zeus. I want that thing dead.
Engaging target.
It is a knockdown. Cool. Health 1 of 3.
Yeah?
The Corsair is going to move up and go for the final kill on that Zeus. We're going to just take him down.
Firing.
There we go. Zeus is out of here. Okay. Next up.
That one's gone. Commander?
The Awesome is going to step forward.
On the move.
The Awesome is going to look for... What are our hit odds like? Best on the Awesome. Okay, we'll fire on that. We might be able to do some damage to the battle armor as well.
We'll go.
We did get a little battle armor damage there. We also took out 2 double heat
Target's taking
sinks.
a
That's a
critical
pretty
hit.
big deal. And we made the Awesome unsteady. Now our Boar's Head is going to step up here.
Copy.
And I think the Boar's Head is going to fire on the anti-aircraft generator over here. Now, I'm expecting the LRM to be out of range. Yeah. So we're not probably going to get the kill this round. We actually did. That's huge. So the turrets are gone. Very pleased about that. Okay. Next up, they get to move a bunch of times. So we'll see what they do. Okay, the Shadowhawk 2C running around over there. Our ally is going to move next, so that is going to be this vehicle over here, the Plainsman. It moves up, does not fire. I would have loved to see it shoot at the Awesome there. Maybe it didn't have LOS, but doesn't it have missiles? Oh, SRMs. Okay, that's an SRM boat. Yeah, that's probably not going to be firing. I love the fact that they're shooting at our Plainsmen right now. This is perfect. Continue shooting at these guys. I'm very pleased about this. They're going to move their Hunchy. It goes for the Salamander. Gets a little bit of armor shredded off.
Oh, crap.
It did get a head hit there. That's a little unfortunate.
That hit me.
Okay. Phase 17, they're going to be moving their Jaguar. The Pegasus moves up, fires on the Hunchy. It does get some good armor damage in there and tags it and gets a head hit. Not too bad. They're continuing to shoot at the Plainsman. I love it. Please continue. This is very good for us. So our friend shoots at the Jaguar, misses. That's fine. The Awesome doesn't move until phase 12. Now, apparently the battle armor choosing to stay attached is its action. So I like that. We want to eliminate this battle armor and the Awesome. So we're going to want to utilize our MRMs on the Awesome for sure, so that we can roll up those hits on the battle armor, ideally. Would not want to get swarmed. So that's okay. Phase 17, what are they calculating? Oh, just a Jaguar. Unless there's other things out there that we don't know about, which is very possible. I mean, we do know that there's a total of 4 enemy lances right now, which is a lot, that's for sure. But we don't have to deal with them all at once because we dropped so far away. So we know there's a Shadowhawk, a Zeus, a Centurion, a Madcat Mark II, an Atlas, and a Shadowhawk over here. The Jaguar moves up a bit, shoots at the Pegasus. We love it. That's a perfect option for us. Phase 16, we still haven't gotten a move in this round. The Plainsman moves up, does not fire. All of their movers will be over here, so we're not too concerned about them. We want them to continue to approach us a little bit. They've got a Zeus, they've got a Shadowhawk. Yeah, this is fine. Continue wasting your missiles, please. There's no way we're going to place our beacons within 6 rounds. It's not going to happen. We're so far away from the sites. It's just never going to be a thing. Honestly, even if we had light mechs, I don't know that we'd be able to get in there, especially with the amount of firepower they're throwing at us. So, yeah, I don't know how realistic that would be. The Orion is going to step forward. It's going to go for the Awesome here. It's got a lot of missiles, and that's exactly what we want.
Affirmative.
We took out another double heat sink there. Got more battle armor damage, and did quite a bit to that Awesome. Perfect. So phase 15. They're firing on the Plainsman with missiles. We love it. This is perfect. This isn't even eating up our AMS ammo. So we're very happy about that. The Atlas moves up, does the same thing. Barely doing damage. Just a complete waste of their time. I love it. So it's our turn now. Our Awesome can step forward. And I'm thinking that our Awesome may end up wanting to go for the Hunchy, but no, I don't think that's true. I think that we go for their Awesome here, and we hope to get something good here. I mean, we get a knockdown, I think.
That's gonna hurt.
Yep, that's a knockdown. So that'll reserve back the Awesome at any rate. Punctured lung there. They have at least one mover here that we don't see.
Need something, Chief?
Our Madcat Mark II is going to actually sprint forward over to here.
Roger.
And we are going to go for the Awesome. Once again, I want to be hitting this battle armor at the same time with the MRLs. I also want to know what happens if the mech dies and the battle armor is attached. That would be interesting to know. So the Corsair is going to move up. We're going for the kill here on the Awesome. So let's see what... Actually, is the battle armor just gone? I think the battle armor is gone. I think we killed the battle armor. No, it's still getting battle armor damage. Okay. The battle armor is actually protecting the Awesome a lot here. Although the Awesome ejected. And now we can see the battle armor is just there. Okay, cool. They've got some Gauss. We're going to move up, and we're going to eliminate the infiltrators. I'm not going to fire the ATMs, but we're going to fire the rest of this. Excellent. So there's the battle armor out of there. Next up is our Mauler. Our Mauler only really has LOS here on the Hunchback. We're a little concerned about heat, obviously, so we're going to fire this. But this should still do decent damage to the Hunchy's armor. And indeed it did. We didn't expect anything like penetrating the armor, but that's okay. The Bull Shark will step forward, and in terms of splash damage, these guys are fairly spaced out. I think we're going to go for the Atlas. It's not amazing, but we'll go for it. Yeah, we did get some splash damage there. And shredded a good chunk of armor off of the Atlas. I like it. Okay. Next up, the Boar's Head is honestly going to do exactly the same thing. Still hitting the Atlas.
If you say so.
Reasonable splash damage there. And chunking another solid chunk of armor off of the Atlas. And getting a knockdown, which will be a pilot injury. That may come back later and be very important. Okay, so they have 2 movers left over here. They have their Hunchback and their Jaguar. Those don't move for a bit yet. And they've got a bunch over here still. Shadowhawk moves up, fires on the Pegasus. I love it. Hit some plasma there, but that's okay. And now we're finally moving in at a decent time frame. Phase 20. I like it. The Magcat Mark II is going to move forward here. We are not firing our medium lasers here. I can tell you that right now. Okay, let's see what we get on this hunch. That's a lot of armor shred, and the Hunchy's unsteady. Now, he does get to move immediately. And let's see what he does about it. He moves up, and that'll make him steady again. He fires on the Pegasus, which does use up some of our AMS ammo. I'm not hugely okay with that. The Orion, I would actually like to leave exactly where it's at and go for the Jaguar, although the hit odds are bad. So instead, we're going to go for the Hunchy here. This should be probably a kill. Yeah, Hunchy's just out of there. Its engine did blow up. Kaboom. Leaves a bit of fiery residue around. Okay. So, let's see what the Jaguar does here. It will move this round. Or rather, this phase. Well, let's see what it decides to do. I'd love for it to come in over this way, but that would be very bold. Incredibly bold of it to come in this way. We'll see. They're continuing to fire on the Plainsman. I love it. Please continue to do that. That's absolutely great. We're very okay with this. Yep. Continuing to be okay with it. There's no way we're going to place the beacons quickly. I honestly think at the rate this is going, this may end up being something like a 3 episode unless I make the 2 episodes long. So I think I'm probably going to keep going here for a little bit and put the cut in later than I normally would. Just because it's taking a long time for the AI to determine their turns, and there's a lot of them. So, and we're a long ways away still. Well, we'll continue for now. The Jaguar firing on the Plainsman. And actually, that's a good position for us. I like it. It's not hiding. Plainsman moves up, does not fire. We'll see what the enemy decides to do. The Zeus is going to move over, fire on the Plainsman with his missiles. I love it. Sadly, AMS is protecting, but that's okay. We'll run out of AMS ammo pretty quick at this rate. The Pegasus shooting at the Jaguar, getting a little bit of damage in there. Building up some instability. And honestly, the Jaguar is a big part of the reason why it takes them a long time to determine where to move, because it has a lot of options to consider. So if we can eliminate the Jaguar, that will speed up the game pace pretty rapidly. And we're going to be able to start sprinting up this road pretty quickly. So that will probably be for the best. Okay.
Confirmed.
Our Salamander is going to move up here. The Salamander is going for the kill. Can we Warlord? No, we can't, but that's okay. I'm actually surprised that the Jaguar survived that salvo.
Critical hit.
As well as it did. That was pretty good, actually. It had pretty solid armor there. Huh. I mean, I know we only had like 50% hit odds, but I was actually expecting a kill there. But I guess that's okay.
They got a sensor lock on me.
As to be expected. Okay, so the Corsair is going to move up over here, and it's going to go for finishing off the Jaguar. Hit odds are solid here. We take this overheat. Boy, once again, not much for crits there. Okay. Well, that was Panzer in that. So yeah, that would have been crits. But no, we didn't really get any crits at all. So that's fine, I guess. But we do want to eliminate that mech over there. There's no doubt about it. The Jaguar has to go.
I'm your spaniel.
So the Mauler is going to move up, and the Mauler will finish the job. I was all in the leg. Oof. Go for the CT, and we can't fire this laser. There we go. That's the crit we were looking for. So there's one additional Lance gone. Fantastic. Now we know that there are 3 more out there. So we're going to move up with our Boar's Head here.
Affirmative.
And we're going to look for clusters of enemies. And there aren't really that many clustered together. We'll go for this Centurion, but it's not...
Okay.
It's not exactly ideal. We got a little splash damage there, including I saw a little internal damage over here. Was that on the Shadowhawk? No, that was on the Atlas. Okay, so we actually broke through the armor on that Atlas. That means that the Bull Shark is going to step forward and start dropping artillery directly on that Atlas again.
Firing.
Long Tom, right in there. No hits into the exposed structure, sadly. That's okay.
Awaiting orders.
Our Awesome is going to step forward over here.
Moving to position.
And this is pretty long range, but we're going to fire on this Shadowhawk. We'll see what we can get done.
Target locked.
A little bit of armor removed. That'll do. Okay, yep, the satellite is almost out of time. I'm aware. There's no way. There was never a single chance to get here in time. It wasn't going to happen. That's fine. That's completely fine. The Shadowhawk moves up, fires on the Pegasus. I love it. Continue doing that, please. So now we know that there's, what, like 12 enemies out here somewhere? Somewhere, there's 12 enemies.
Ready
Approximately. The Orion is going to step forward here, and we're going to continue to fire on this Shadowhawk. We'd love to get that eliminated, but I doubt that's going to happen here. Yeah, we missed the Gauss rifle. And the Shadowhawk is braced, so we just get a little armor damage there. That's okay. Centurion moves and fires on our Plainsman. Perfect. We love it. We want them to run out of ammo as much as possible before we get in there.
Orders.
The Salamander is going to move up here, and we are going to be in range, surprisingly, of the Shadowhawk. So I guess we go ahead and take this.
10-4.
That's good damage to the Shadowhawk, and it has already moved this round. It's almost out of armor. Enemy Zeus moves up, fires on the Plainsman. We love it. Continue doing that, please. And who else are they moving out there? Well, we don't know exactly. That's the Shadowhawk. Okay. It fires on the Plainsman as well. We love it. Keep wasting your ammo. Keep wasting your ammo. Okay, phase 18. They have one mover. That's the Archer. It goes for our Orion. Now, that's not a waste of ammo, although it wasn't a very efficient firing. Granted, we've been taking some inefficient firings as well.
Standing by.
The Madcat Mark II is going to move up,
On the move.
and hit odds here are not really worth taking, so we're just going to sink the heat. Plainsman moves up, does not fire. The Atlas moves up, is at a jaunty angle, is how I will describe that. Fires on the Plainsman, we love it. That is ideal.
Yeah.
The Corsair is going to step on forward here. Heat is a concern, so, I mean, all we can fire is the Gauss rifles. That's not going to generate much heat. That was a solid head hit there, actually. The Pegasus moves up, fires at the Shadowhawk as well, gets a tag on there. Cool. Okay, so our other Pegasus moves up, does not fire. What else do they have? They have a lot. There's no doubt about it. We were never going to get there. Madcat Mark II moves up, but doesn't do anything of note. Plainsman moves up, also doesn't do anything. There's a phase 15 mover out there that we don't have on sensors yet. That's okay.
I'm receiving you.
Our Bull Shark is going to step forward slightly.
Moving to position.
And then we're going to drop our artillery, once again, on the jaunty angled Atlas.
May I interest you in some melting armor?
Excellent. We took out a heat sink, and we crit the LRM-20 there, and made the Atlas unsteady. I like that a lot.
I live to
Our
serve.
Mauler is going to step forward slightly,
Onward.
and we will fire on that Shadowhawk. Now, I am actually expecting this could easily kill.
Locked and loaded.
Although with that kind of clustering, probably not going to happen. It would have had to hit CT to kill.
I like that shot.
But it did okay. A phase 13 mover that we don't see.
Aye, aye.
The Awesome is going to step forward
Roger
and
that.
continue to punish that Shadowhawk.
Copy that.
That's a torso destruction. One health remaining, and a knockdown should incapacitate that pilot. There we go. Perfect. So the Shadowhawk is gone.
What? No.
The Boar's Head will step on forward and continue to hit their Atlas. This will at the very least be a knockdown.
Hope this is enough.
That artillery shooting was awful. But we did have some good crits there.
That look.
And that is a knockdown. Excellent. 25 internal damage from the knockdown as well. Okay. So, as I said, this is going to be a long one. And I do really need to put a cut in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I did let this go a little longer than normal, and I'm going to try to get this done in one more episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And I will see you guys next time. I was hoping that these guys would be done moving by the time I finished that. But no, they're not. I don't want to miss any... Oh! He just ejected after running. Or fell over again? He may have fallen over again and gotten incapacitated. Whatever the case, that Atlas is gone. That's actually huge. We're going to keep going here until it's our move, and that's when the cut will go in. So that'll be fine. It'll be our move very shortly. They're definitely running out of troops. Okay, excellent. It's our move. And with that, that cut is going in now, and I will see you all next time.